And a very warm welcome along, everybody. I hope everyone's having a fantastic start to their week. I do believe it is Monday, the 2nd of June today. So welcome into Bundy Buddy, Gemma Barnes, Urban Huntsman, Seth Kearney and Food Tubes over on Twitch. I hope everyone's having a fantastic start to your month. And we are going to do a little bit of talking before we get into this particular challenge, because this one's kind of poignant to me. Welcoming Royal K-Man. So, if you'll forgive me for possibly oversharing and maybe indulging myself a little too much here, 25 years ago today, the world lost what can only be described as a bloody incredible woman, my grandmother. She died aged just 50, 25 years ago to the day, which is why we're running Ho-Oh today. I'm sure the connection can be made by all of you. Ho-Oh, the Phoenix Pokemon, it just felt right, which is why we are calling this one Liz after her. So I'm hoping to not only do everyone here proud, myself proud, but I'm hoping to do her proud with a very good time as well. We're not going to dwell on it throughout the course of the stream. A lot of the reason why I'm streaming today is to try and take my mind off things. But we'll see how we go. We are level 5 with 27 HP, holding a berry with Sacred Fire. And look at those delicious stats. We have a 19 in attack, 15 in defense, 17 in special attack, 21 in special defense, and 15 in speed. Welcome into Fakalash, Metal Hammer, and D1. It has been a little while. I got myself sick again, unfortunately. It was one of those things. I'm not sure if people could tell, but I was not feeling good on my birthday stream at all. I really was fighting through to try and make it to the end of the stream, which is why we didn't go as long as I maybe originally imagined that we would have done. And yeah, kind of snowballed after that, but we are good now, thank goodness. Another change of medication, another change of strategy to deal with some of the longer term things that have been going on. But we'll be good to go. I'm the same. I don't really vibe with Lugia. I much prefer Ho-Oh. So we're going to start the timer now, and we're going to see how we get on. Now, I think the big issue is going to be our lack of power points all the way up until past Falkner. Because we've only got 5 Sacred Fires before we have to struggle. And that isn't a lot. Especially when you encounter 2 wild Pokemon, 3 wild Pokemon, before your first Pokemon Center. It very much does fit Ho-Oh, doesn't it? And it's a 3-letter name, so in theory we're saving a little bit of time there as well. We're going to ignite now this Hoppip because it's fun, honestly. Escavalier, however you want to pronounce it, is one of my favourite Gen 5 Pokemon, so I'm excited to see how that one goes. It's one I want to backport into Generation 2, but I have no friggin' idea how I'm going to do the evolution method for it. Yeah, Ho-Oh is a very, very offensive Pokemon, whereas Lugia is defensive and has a naff typing, if we're honest. It should be water. Let's not beat around the bush. We burnt the Totodile. It's all over for the rival. We could do the end of the line, but that feels a little bit cheaty. I will find some way of forcing an evolution that feels right. Thank you, Food Tubes, for subscribing with Prime on Twitch. Enjoy your dancing Bellsprout. Welcome in, Ryu. I hope you're doing well. You're alive? Know the feeling. Honestly, it's been one of those fortnights where kinda not wanted to leave bed most days. My favourite type... my favourite fire type. That's a completely different question. Ooh, favourite fire type. I'm now struggling to think of any single fire type in the games. Leave that one with me while my brain catches up. Welcome in, Paul. I hope you're doing well today. And welcome into Daniel as well. I hope you're having a fantastic start to your day. Ooh, favourite fire type. What even is a fire type? At this point, my brain has completely gone on meltdown there. I do have a soft spot for Camerupt. I've got a real soft spot for it. The same with Torkoal. I think those two Gen 3 fire types are so good, even if Torkoal should be rock fire. Obviously, I adore Magcargo. It goes without saying, even without it being the channel mascot, Magcargo would be up there as one of my all-time favourite fire types. It's just so goofy. It's a snail that ignited itself. Be very happy that I remembered the right word for magma, because I have a tendency to confuse it with a very dirty word that begins with V. If you know, you bloody know. Favourite ghost type? It's cheating to say Mimikyu, isn't it? Because I like Mimikyu. If we hit the Super Chat goal, remind me and I will say that word loud and proud. Gengar's a good ghost type. Golurk is criminally underrated. Like, legitimately underrated is Golurk. Decidueye's cool. Best grass type starter line they've ever made. As we're at Falkner, favourite flying type. Ooh, there are too many. I love nearly every single bloody flying type, apart from Hoppip. Asking me to pick a favourite flying type is like asking me to pick a favourite child. Yeah, Unpheasant is a bit mid. Even I can't deny that they dropped the ball with Unpheasant. Ho-Oh does have a brilliant shiny. Who's my favourite child? None of them. They're all pests. Yeah, we'll do a PP heal. Super Potion will be getting ourselves Swift so we don't have to continually rely on Sacred Fire. I shiny hunted Ho-Oh in Oras and completely forgot to take Pokeballs with me. Thank you for the $2 Super Chat, Seth. And the alert worked! I'm so happy the alert worked. Dragapult is cool. It uses its children as weapons. What isn't to love? Not Onyx, Geodude. Bugger off. We're a proper bird, we can learn Mud Slap. That is the criteria we have for being a bird here on the channel. Not too many encounters out of Ilex Forest, the other place. Union Cave. Now we'll get ourselves 8 repels and... we'll only need 4. I've not thought that far ahead, Michael, honestly. We'll see if we need Giga Drain. I'm loath to use it. Kind of because it's only got 5 power points, which is not that many when it comes to a challenge run, but it could be useful in certain situations later on. Now we've got our Paris. Let's get ourselves our Psyduck, apparently is what my brain wants to say there. Pokemon Scorched Earth Edition would be really fun to make. We'll unpause the timer at 7:23. Go and get Slowpoke well done. Oh, I do not envy you for shiny hunting Ho-Oh in gold. We won't be able to get Giga Drain until after the league, unfortunately, because it's Erica's TM. Ghost and Water types. Some really solid Pokemon in the Ghost and Water categories. I do love the Mr. Pringle Pokemon whose name I'm forgetting at the moment. Jellicent. Jellicent is a cool Pokemon. Got very lucky there with a double supersonic miss. Coughing Barbecue is all we need to knock it out in a single turn of play. I don't think I've had Frillish on my team either. Yep, Ho-Oh does learn Giga Drain. Thank you for the 26 months, Gemma. That is very, very kind of you. You're loving the amounts of backports I'm doing. If there are any that you want to play, Gemma, let me know. Because you're in my Discord, you see what I've done before everybody else. If there are any you want to play, I'll give you a link to get them before they go public. My Lotic is backported, by the way, folks. I've just seen it come up in chat. Don't attack me furiously, Beedrill. So we have Milotic versus Gyarados coming up in a couple of weeks' time. I would give you the exact day, but that involves tabbing out of the game, and I don't particularly want to do that yet. Let's have a little look at Bugsy. It's not going to be a hard battle at all. We ignite a Metapod to begin with. We'll use a couple of Swifts on the Kakuna. And then we just set fire to Scyther. Now, that does mean we get the badge in under 10 minutes, but it also does mean we have to evacuate the building. Because it's about to burn down. So, sorry, Bugsy. I hope you get out. Let's do a heal. And let's take on the rival. We burn the Ghastly into next week. We'll do the same against the Croconaw. And then we'll finish off the Zubat. I'm working on Hisuian Arcanine, and I do actually now have, because I was working on it with D1, a Hisuian Zoroark sprite. So while I might not be able to get a full backport done, I can try in some spare time today to get at least an end of the line done for it. Yeah, we do get Shadow Ball. That is going to be very nice if we choose to use it. Supposed to be a time save in that menu, but that relies on you actually being incompetent at menuing in this game, which I clearly am not. Double Ether in the forest, Repel should wear off, and we'll pause the timer to catch our Abra. There we go. One Abra has been caught. We'll unpause the timer and we'll ruin Picnicagina's day. The evolution method I've put in for Phoebus, I talk about it in one of the Kanto chats coming up, is really fun. You've got to max out its special stat experience to the point where you're not able to use any more vitamins on it, and only then will it evolve into Milotic. Gina should be happy that I'm showing her Ho-Oh. She's like us, she's got flying types on the team. Camaraderie with our flying types, even if hers aren't birds. Let's get ourselves on the bike. Let's Get Kenya to complete the HM Friends, and now we'll show Kim who's boss. She tried quick attacking. I do like a good ground type. I've always been a water type trainer though, so ground has always felt a little bit weak. Although I do really, really like the water ground types. You can see I didn't mean to Sacred Fire there, I meant to Swift. Exactly, it wouldn't be a run without Kenya. At least a challenge run. Excuse me, Erwin. Excuse me, Erwin. Erwin, I know that you like Ho-Oh. There's no reason for you to keep staring at me like that. You're going to give me a complex. He is telling me something. I don't know what that something is, but he's definitely telling me something. I'm sure Whitney's absolutely lovely, but she's probably going to be in a very, very bad mood in about 3 minutes' time. Some horrible menuing there. Even worse. There we go. That's how we get back. It's weird because they placed a Cool Trainer Mike in Blackthorn Gym, didn't they? I seem to think. So they reused the name, just put it somewhere else. Now, we might as well get the coin case now. And we shall teach Dig to Paris. I have never seen an episode of Bluey. I don't know if that's a privilege or a curse, honestly. Feeling a bit hot under the collar there. Let's take on Whitney. Clefairy tried. Miltank also tried. $15.19 for the plain badge. We shall get to the squirts bottle and then we shall move on out of here. Owen decides not to stop us in our tracks this time. Oh yeah, that rollout would have been terrifying if we didn't burn. I was kind of going in for an overconfident kind of vibe. Thank you for lurking, Carnage. I hope you have a fantastic time with whatever it is you've got to do. And I really should set up alert command. Oh, you poor, poor ladybug. Oh, you're bringing out reinforcements. Perfect. Level 22, we'll get Gust. He did bring his big brother out. Now, the beauty of being the fire type is we cannot get burnt. But we can do a lot of burning. It's our first Sacred Fire miss. Very pleased with the fact it's taken this long to get a miss. Nice. Commander Girl's really not having a good day there. The cat is doing very well. He is currently upstairs asleep on the window in the sun. I'm hoping he stays at least partially asleep for most of the stream today. We're not on a bad pace so far. Definitely made a couple of missteps here and there, but nothing too terrible. Oh, have I not taught Rock Smash to perish yet? There we go. Can get that HP up. I really do not like this gym. There is no need for the first mandatory to have 5 of the same Ghastly. Yeah, I would say their trainer design is ghastly. You're not wrong. At least Jeff's only got a single Haunter. Now we're going to risk it for a biscuit here at Morty. Try and save a little bit of time by not getting the Mint Berry. We know we can one-shot Ghastly. We'll Sacred Fire the Haunter. We'll finish off the Gengar. And then we'll defeat Morty. 2037 for the Fog Badge. Oh, bloody bird keeper Toby. It's lucky you've got Pokemon I like. The Hex Maniacs do have a cool design. Yeah, 21 minutes for Morty is not bad at all. Gonna have 12 super repels. We'll get strength. We'll do a heal. Do some menuing for good measure. And I will start climbing the lighthouse. Return's power is currently 65, so I reckon strength will be just the job we need until we get to Blackthorn, when we'll inevitably replace it with Return. I was talking about Wyoming to somebody last night, and I can't for the life of me remember why now. Might as well get these trainers done now, because I'll inevitably forget about them on the second ascent of the lighthouse. I do love a good potato. Like, potatoes are a staple of my diet. Secret potion acquired. If I erased potatoes from my diet, I'd be very, very unhappy. I'm just going off information in chat. Apparently Idaho is the Spud state. I don't know which one it is. This is Chuck. Chuck is our 5th gym leader together. Fighting type specialist who leads with Primate. Who led with Primate. Here is That Was Chuck. 2512. Let's get our steps in by going right back up the lighthouse again. We'll have a little chat with Jazz. She's returning to the gym, pretending to give the secret potion to Empy, of course. And we'll take her on in battle. Welcome in, chat. You have not missed too much so far. I hope you're doing very well today. As long as Sacred Fire hits, we get the win. It's as simple as that for this one. She does have Rock Throw, but she doesn't get a chance to use it. Mineral Badge, 2623. Let's pick up some crap that we've not picked up yet. Johto has this real thing against making trainers evolve their Pokémon. Meant to do Sprout Tower while we were in Violet. Yeah, they really do have a thing against using Gen 2 Pokemon. I know there are only 100 of them. But the distinct lack of Gen 2 Pokemon, especially on your key trainers, is phenomenal. We'll be seeing that in an upcoming series that I'm piloting this Friday. So on Friday this week, I'm going to be doing the Falconer Challenge through Pokémon Crystal. We're going to see just how quickly we can beat Crystal with Falconer's team. Chuck could have had it on top, but if we're talking about ways to make things better, then that's not really viable. They could easily have stopped Growlithe being a daytime encounter on Route whatever it is, 36 in Crystal and put Houndour there. What did we get for Gen 2 fighting types? We got Heracross, Hitmontop, Tyrogue. Anyone else I'm missing? We ain't consumed the initial Bitterberry, so we don't need to get that one. Heracross has the 4 times weakness, so it would easily have been counterable for players facing Chuck, so I think that should have gone onto Chuck's party. Larvitar and Mischievous should have been probably Route 46. They could have made something a bit more mysterious about that route. I don't agree with Bugsy having a Sizzle so early on in game. Because its only counter is the fire type, and you only can get Growlithe as a fire type if you're playing Crystal. Then I think it would have been interesting to swap Bugsy and Morty around. Because by that time, you would have had access to Fire Punch. And with them being so dead set against having anything other than the Ghastly line, get it out of the way quicker. I've heard words about the Lilo and Stitch remake. No spoilers in chat in case somebody's not watched it yet. I didn't watch the original though. Never been into my films. Didn't mean to speak to him. Yeah, Morty's placement story-wise does make sense. But gameplay-wise, he's naff there, honestly. Larvitar is absolutely the worst of the lot. In terms of placement in the game. I appreciate they were doing another powerhouse Pokemon. But make it accessible between Gym 6 and 7. Trouble with the combining Paras and Heracross is you get 2 full times weakness to flying. And flying's a very common early type. I don't blame anyone for thinking either Magcargo or Skarmory is a Gen 3 Pokemon. Skarmory was version exclusive locked to a single route, which is an optional route that most people won't go down. And Magcargo's stuck in the grass next to a cycling road. Brilliant game design there. Is Fantina that annoying one from Emerald? There is definitely merit to the theory that they coded in Johto without the Cantonian, without the new Pokemon in, and then just dotted in as many as they wanted. BST doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's more what you can do with said BST. Oh, the Ghost-type trainer likely from Kalos. Interesting. If you're a fan of Cloyster, you'll enjoy the Sunday video this week. We've got an Ice-type Nuzlocke coming out. In fact, we'll be seeing the Sill line as well. Oh no, we got crits. Whatever will we do? We'll Sacred Fire the Piloswine. So I was right that Fantina's in Gen 4. Is she the one who's got the gym trainer where if you don't battle them, then it'll take you bloody ages to get all your Sinnoh in because they're the only person with a Drifblim on their team? I have a lot of problems with how Gen 4 was designed, and that is one of them. So much menuing to do here in the Ice Path today. It's Pokemon. Badly coded is just a given. My main issue with Gen 4 is its route design, honestly, and its Pokemon distribution. They went a little bit overboard with the mandatory trainers in Gen 4. Right, well, we don't need those. Don't need that. Definitely don't need that. Get our max repels for the run. Gemfall's beloved because of the lore they gave behind the game. In terms of lore, it's one of the best. Gen 5 was panned on launch by fans. Did I pick up the charcoal? No, I didn't. Never mind. Let's pump our Ho-Oh full of all the vitamins. And we'll teach a couple of moves as well. And can you believe we're already at 7 gyms in? This is where we take a quick break. Just so that I can have a little stretch, refresh my head, grab a drink, need to run to the loo as well. So we're going to take a very short 3-minute break. I don't know why it's a very short 3-minute break. Just pretend it's a very short 3-minute break. We will be back at around about 45 minutes past the hour, where we will get Ho-Oh over the line. And we are back. Welcome into Cody and Louis Silver, who joined during the break. We are good to go for the last part of the Ho-Oh run. So let's unpause the timer and let's get a Rocket Radio Tower all done and dusted. The Gen 5 elemental monkeys have been living rent-free in my brain for the last couple of weeks. I am really tempted to backport them. I know they're not good designs. I know they're not good Pokemon. But I have such a soft spot for them. Trouble Wagon Mike's down. That was one of the slightly larger threats of the challenge. Gen 5 definitely took a lot of inspiration from Gen 1 when it came to the decks. I think that much is indisputable. I do think its Peak Clone was a fun original idea though. Absolute pest to come up against as well. Yes, Emolga was the Gen 5 electric flying rat thing. You know where I am, Cody, if you want any help doing that. Yes, it's the flying squizzle. Rage. Oh, rival, you're so bad. Oh no, his Sneasel attacked us quickly. Whatever will we do? I've not got anything. They were words that didn't come out correctly. I've not got anything planned for stream next week. I do have a lot of the Peak clones already backported. We could maybe look at doing those on stream next week. That's why we keep the PSN here, Barry. Oh, hush. It's a toss-up between Marill and Pichu, really, isn't it, for the Gen 2 Pika clone? I've got half of the coding in place for Morpeko. The move itself would be fairly easy to do, because you can change moves on the fly natively in Gen 2. Because that's how Hidden Power works. So we do have that ability. And then the rest is just sprite work. And as we've seen with Cast Form, the sprites are able to be changed on the fly as well. So it wouldn't actually be as hard as it first seems. Definitely wouldn't be as hard as it would have been a year ago with my coding knowledge back then. Sometimes you've just got to run a strong Pokemon. Or a strong Glitchmon in your case, Cody. Sometimes the challenge comes with how quick can you move through the game, not how good the Pokemon is. And I really hope, talking of different generations, I hope we all really like Generation 3. Because I have very much angled the channel around... What the friggin' hell am I doing there? Angled the channel around Generation 3 for the next 3 months. Seeing as we're celebrating the 3rd anniversary of the channel in August. So if you don't like Gen 3, I can only apologise for what will be coming up in the next few months. I have done Kecleon, yes. It's actually my only failed run on stream. We did both abilities for Kecleon. We did Colour Change and Protein. Colour Change was fine. Protein, I just could not beat Red for love nor money. We've got over half of the Gen 3 decks backported for a little bit of context there. And most of those will be getting their run on video in the next few months. Hello, yes please, I'd like a radio card. Thank you for the radio card, I shall see you again very soon. Perfect Blackthorn movement there for the first time ever. We shall return this Dratini to sender. We'll do the same against Dratini number 2. And then for a change of pace, we'll Gust against the last one. Now, how much damage do we do against Seadra? Gives me a good indication as to how well or badly we're going to do against Claire. About 2/3 there. Not too shabby. Goodbye, Seadra. Horsey number 1 there, rather. We'll use a he barely knows her. Heal up a little bit of HP. And you know what, we'll take on this guy. I have a feeling, you know, that could be a range. Let's be safe and hold on to the pink bow for Claire. Perfect, Claire there, just out of healing range. With any luck, we'll get the badge in just about 50 minutes or so. I've heard a lot of good things about Mystery Dungeon. It's a series that I do mean to play at some point. I use the Seadra as a litmus test to see whether I think we'll need to do something to keep Claire out of healing range. As opposed to... oh, wrong button. As opposed to how well we'll actually do against Claire, if that makes sense. I think something different from the mainline games would be right up my street, honestly. Let's get ourselves over to the league now. Oh, that movement was terrible. I would do a first impression stream, probably over on Twitch. Let me pause the timer for a cheap plug. Has my OBS just crashed? No, it's not. It's just being silly. I will be doing a fair amount of streaming actually over on Twitch this month. Part of a couple of events. So if you do want to follow me over on there, I'd be very, very grateful. I also stream all of my YouTube videos. I also stream all of my YouTube streams over on Twitch as well. So if the YouTube adverts are annoying you and you have Twitch Turbo, or you've got a free Prime sub going, you can get the streams completely without adverts over there as well. Talking of YouTube adverts, I am so annoyed at that new change. First impression stream. I will be a bug type with 90 base power with +2 priority on the first turn only. Sounds perfect. You did something very remarkable there. You made me smile while we were beating up one of my absolute least favourite trainers. Bloody Joyce. We'll take on Beth now, so we can do the proper loop-de-loop. Now, all of you Sacred Fire fans... Actually, no, we won't get rid of Sacred Fire on this one. We did that last time. Where the bloody hell am I going? This way. We'll get the hop up. Movement, please. Well, let's take on the final rival. Hopefully we'll get sub-hour league. It's sacred because it's extra Bernie. It's the Berniest of all the fires. That wasn't even muscle memory, that was just me being bad, honestly. I'll tell you the trouble with Ho-Oh, the beginning of the game where you're having to struggle after using a move 5 times. Which is why it runs slower than you would expect it to. We will now say thank you to Kenya, to Abra, to Psyduck, merci to Paris, and the biggest thank you of all goes to you wonderful people with the badges in the chat. You HM friends over on YouTube and Twitch. We're going to pause the timer now to take a look at our stats going into the league. We're level 250 with 180... No, we're not level 250. Let's try that again. We're level 47 with 183 HP. Holding the pink bow with Return, Sacred Fire, Hidden Power, Ice, and Gust. 160 in attack, 117 in defense, 142 in special attack, 183 in special defense, and 118 in speed. Those, of course, are the outer battle stats. Will get a big buff in battle, as we'll see now against Will. He is our first League member. He's a Psychic type specialist who leads with Xatu. We'll one-shot the Xatu with Hidden Power, and then out comes the Slowbro. As long as Slowbro uses Amnesia, we're absolutely fine, because it'll be a two-shot without Curse. With Return, rather. Then it's a one-shot on the Xatu. One-shot also on Executor. No, it's not a one-shot on Executor. Got overconfident there. And then we'll use Return against the Jinx. Goodbye, Will. 54-12. Up second is Koga. Now, Koga is a Poison-type specialist, but he's got a thing for Bug types as well. We will be deleting Gust in 2 battles' time. Should have used Gust turn 1 there, actually. Not that it matters if you just knock it out. You scummy fortress. Nice crit there against the Machamp. We are on 4 times speed, so we're doing quite well here. Don't compare this to any kind of like actual genuine speed run. Let's see, what do we want to do for Karen? We'll teach Earthquake in place of Gust now. Got Hidden Power Ice for the Vileplume. Bitterberry, that's what we want. Knew there was something else. So this is Karen. She is, of course, the Dark-type specialist. And she leads with Scumbreon. HP up strat work. She went for Feint Attack. We win. Saw Earthquake specifically for this Houndoom. Oh, nuts. We're out of Sacred Fire. Ask that question again in about 50 seconds' time when I'm not getting myself prepped for the league, actually, while we're here. Do one of those, and we'll take on Lance. Rain Dance is fine. I'm going to take a fair amount of damage from Aerodactyl when it comes out. If we don't one-shot it. We one-shot it, never mind. I'm a liar. Hyper Beam does next to nothing. There we go, Lance is defeated. Right, so let's get our Hall of Fame time. 57.36 for Lance. We're about to get our Hall of Fame time for this particular challenge. If you go in with the go into the Karen fight without full HP, the easiest way is to just use HP up because it only recounts your max HP stat. She is slightly dissuaded from using Sand Attack and will prioritise either Confuse Ray or, in a lot of cases, Feint Attack. So we're playing with her AI because we can negate Confuse Ray, of course, with the Bitterberry, and Feint Attack has no secondary effect, so it just means we have a much higher chance of getting through the battle. Because if we're Sand Attacked, the chances are we'll get paralysed by the Vileplume, or we'll get Destiny Bonded by the Gengar, neither of which is very good in the challenge run, really. So even if it's just like an extra 10% chance she doesn't use one of those moves, use Sand Attack, then it's worth doing the setup for it. Sub 1 hour league. Overall, I am very happy with that. Zero resets through the league. No, I wouldn't expect anything worse from Ho-Oh, honestly. Let's get this run over the line now. I'm going to play it safe and I'm going to get the extra rare candies. If this was off stream, I'd be eyeing about not getting these 2 rare candies because they are a bit of a time loss. But sometimes you've just got to play it a little bit safe. We'll go down there, we'll do the big loop for him. Won't get Swimmer Georged. And let's get ourselves on the boat. What's our in-battle speed? 148. We'll see how much we gain. 151 should hopefully be around about equal speed with Pikachu by the time we face Red. 172 is the target number to outspeed. And of course, the first thing we do in Kanto is the last thing we do in Johto. We're going to get another rare candy, this time from the chairman of the Pokemon Fan Club. With that safely tucked away in our bag for another challenge, I am more than pleased to announce that Ho-Oh is definitely capable of taking on our standard Cantonian routing. So we're going to start here at Surge, then we'll move to Erica, we'll go down to Janine, then it's going to be across to Sabrina, up to Misty, then it's across to Brock, down to Blaine, we'll finish off with Blue. And talking of Blue, if you want to skip ahead to the Blue fight, you bloody can't, because this is a live stream. Welcome in, Kanbei, I hope you're doing well today. I love having Earthquake for Magneton. Oh, my chat has disappeared. Thunder Badge in 10121. My chat is now just a big white box on my screen. So if anyone's saying anything, I do apologise. Let me pause the timer and try and get my chat back. Oh no, that has completely knackered itself. Oh, the timer's not paused. Yes, OBS, I know if I close a dockable window, I need to reopen it. Let's do that. There we go, I can see chat again. I owe myself about 20 seconds of movement. You're saying you'd give Tree Fiddy if I read this in 20 seconds. I'm dyslexic. Can I get some kind of dyslexic bonus time like in exams? LA Diner's chicken is so good, though, to be fair. I do owe myself about 20 seconds. I always hated having that extra time in exams, actually. It's a brand of chicken from one of our supermarket's farm foods over here. Oh, pee off. There we go. I do like a good bit of farm foods chicken. Oh, maybe it wasn't just me then that had the YouTube issues. Welcome in Metal Hammer over on the purple site. I am glad I streamed to both, because when one site does go down, there's always a backup. Just double checking for you, Metal Hammer. I've got stream is healthy and connection is excellent over on YouTube, so hopefully it will work. Thank you, Kambe, for the 258. 350 in GDP, dang long Loch Ness Monster. Oh, you get the wiggling bell sprout as well. It's a random picture that comes through every time, but I do like the bell sprout one. Let's beat up Janine, shall we? Don't know why I use Sacred Fire on that Weezing. It feels a little bit over the top. Do we have another elixir? No, we don't, but we do have PP up. We'll use that on Sacred Fire. Ho-Oh does feel like a backport, to be fair. Thank you, Cody, for the $2.79 Canadian dollar super chat. And you get a Teddy Ursa. Such a cute Pokemon, isn't it, Teddy Ursa? One of my favourites. Looking for any excuse to run that line again on the channel. And believe me, I will find one. Teddy Ursa is literally everything I want out of a Pokemon, honestly. Need arena line runs start with Teddy Ursa. I would, but the dodgy code for that one's been consigned to the bin. Never to see the light of day again. It's time for Sabrina. I've heard she's a teenage witch. Let's see how we get on. Sunny day? We don't need no sunny day here. 160 in the speed department right now. That's not bad. It is. It's Salem Saberhagen. Run, run, the house is on fire, is what we will be saying to anybody who gets in our way when we sacred fire them. Are we ready for everyone's favourite part of the challenge? It's Nugget Bridge time. We've done Dudley and now it's time for Wiggly Gran. She wiggles and she's a gran and she's all wiggly and she's a gran. Goodbye, Wiggly Gran. We shall see you next time. I mean, Lance has zero taste, so that would track that this is his favourite part. Let's not use Sacred Fire there. Multiversus has yeeted itself off into the oblivion now, hasn't it? One more trainer to go here on Nugget Bridge. It was only released about a year ago, wasn't it? Triple battles were cool. I liked triple battles. That's the trouble. People think it's going to be the next something instead of being an original thing. Welcome back, Metal Hammer. I hope you feel much more comfortable over on YouTube than you did on the Purple site. Oh, Christ, Rain Dance. A Rain Dance crit. We could faint here. We did not faint here. We've restored power to Kanto. Let us now get our reward of a radio card. No 112 for 2. No 11212 for this one. Instead, they just give it to you. Ho's doing very well so far. Definitely had a couple of hairy moments, but overall, not been a bad run. I'm going to assume that Team Rocket were kind enough to wrap it in some kind of waterproof casing. Because they want to disrupt, but they don't want to destroy. We will comfortably outspeed Reds to Pikachu at the start of the battle. 167 in battle speed now. We'll get a level or so before we take on Red. Hidden Power the Graveler to make it go down in one. He's going to send out his fossils next, so we'll Earthquake both of those. Then we'll Hidden Power the Rhyhorn. 110.33 for the Boulder Badge. We're definitely running slower than on the video, but that's to be expected. We're on stream. Apologies if you heard my inhaler there. Starting to feel a little bit of an asthma attack coming on. I don't particularly fancy doing Inhale SMR. I forgot to do 3 Drills title card for him, so there we go. We've only got 2 more badges left to go now. Honestly, I think I could probably have saved around about 3 minutes without such terrible movement and menuing today. I'd say a good 30% of the words falling from my mouth this afternoon have been a pun in some way. Volcano badge acquired. 1 more badge to go. Let's get our bums to Viridian City. And we'll take on Blue. Blue is our final gym trainer of the challenge. And he leads with Pidgeot. So that battle went badly, didn't it? Middle of this battle's going badly as well. Jesus Christ. Let's try that again, shall we? That's what we were supposed to do against the Pidgeot. And then we were supposed to high roll against the Rhydon. Then we were supposed to get Gyarados out of healing range. One-shot the Alakazam. We now outspeed the Pikachu. Probably should have used a different move to begin with against this Arcanine, but Healing Loop's fine. Then we'll ignite the Executor. My reset counter's going haywire here. 1 reset. There we go. It's linked to my controller now, and sometimes it has its moments. I reckon we'll easily get sub 120, which is not bad, all things considered. Don't think we'll need all the rare candies, but we are going to grab them just in case things go a little bit wrong. So it should be 10 rare candies. Use our final max repel, we'll teleport back. We're also going to do a quick heal in here because it's quicker than fumbling about in the bag. Make sure that our Ho-Oh is selected after we flashed. Just like that. And away we go. Over to Red. The person who says very few words, but somehow speaks even more sense than me. You know what? We will assert our dominance today by going above him. This is Red. He is the final trainer of the challenge. He's a mixed-type specialist who leads with Pikachu. We've got Earthquake. Pikachu's weak to Earthquake. It goes down in 1. Now, Blastoise could be a little bit pesky. Blastoise could be a lot pesky. Not on Sacred Fire. Jeez, it's a 4-shot even with Giga Drain. Well, I know Giga Drain isn't that strong in Gen 2, but still. Meant to use Giga Drain on turn 3, that's fine, we get back up into the blue at least. Should probably have got myself hidden. Sunny day. Crit works. He has a 30% chance, we have a 50% chance, or we don't bloody burn him. We're going full throw everything at the wall and see what sticks now. Wrong move. There we go. We have a plan. Is it a reliable plan? Is it buggery? Are we going to go for it anyway? Yes, we are. We zap cannon the Blastoise. Please be fully paralysed. We can finish it off with a return. Shadow Ball will comfortably one-shot the Peskeon. Now, we don't use Shadow Ball against the normal type. We get friggin' paralysed. Every single turn one, we get paralysed because that Snorlax cheats. Watch as we miss Sacred Fire now against this bloody Snorlax. We scraped under 120, just about. Oh, goodness me. Not the best time in the world, but not the worst for our Ho-Oh there. Shall we see where it puts us on the leaderboard? We are in second place on our streaming leaderboard, beaten by a Kingler who got TM moves. Gen 1 TM moves, that is. Hey, we saved 10 minutes on our initial Ho-Oh stream. So it's not that bad at all, really, all things considered. Definitely shows improvements. Kingler is so good if you give it its Gen 1 TMs. I tell you what, because we've got a little bit of time. Because we've got a little bit of time. Do we have a Gen 1 Pokemon in the party? We do. In the Challenge Run patch, we have 2 tutors. We have the Egg Move tutor. So these are all the Egg moves you could get. Try Attack on Fearow. Sounds like it could be fun. And you get the Gen 1 TM tutor, who teaches all the Gen 1 TMs. And yes, Kingler did get Swords Dance in Gen 1. Therefore, it won. No, that's not what I want to do. Kenya, has been an absolute pleasure over the last hour and a half, but you've got to go home. We're no Pokemon thieves here on this channel. We have returned, Kenya. And we will save, as we always do, in front of Nurse Joy here in Violet City Pokemon Center. Does Tangela get Amnesia in Gen 2? Gets it as an Egg move. Amnesia, Mega Drain, Confusion, Flail, Reflect for the Egg moves for Tangela. Might actually be able to make a half-decent run. Not a good run, but a half-decent run out of those. But I can tell you now, I'm not doing that today. Knackered after that. I think we're going to call it there for this particular Challenge Run stream anyway. It has been an absolute pleasure as always. I hope you've had a lot of fun today. And if you did miss at the top of the stream, this run was dedicated to my gran. She passed away 25 years ago today, which is why we called Ho-Oh Liz. I think we did her proud today, which is all we can really ask for. Now, before I go, I will do my standard plugs for stuff coming up in the next few days. Tomorrow at 2 PM United Kingdom time, we've got Absol coming out. It's going to be a Gen 3 backport run in Crystal. We then have on Wednesday Mighty Aina only in Pokemon Crystal. That's going to be a fun stream. We have the Farigiraf end of the line run coming out on Thursday at 2 PM. On Saturday, we've got nothing because I take a day off, but on Friday, we've got Falkner's Gym Challenge. It's going to be a new experimental stream series we're doing where we're going to be playing as Falkner throughout the entire run, and we'll see exactly how well his team does throughout Pokemon Crystal. And then finally, on Sunday, we've got an Ice-type Nuzlocke. It's going to be just over an hour long. That's the plan for this week here on the channel. I hope if any of that tickles your pickle, you will press the like button on the videos and you'll subscribe to the channel. If you haven't liked this stream, by the way, please do give it a like. It does help out. But we're done. That's enough waffling. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Monday, and I'll catch you all on Wednesday for another fun stream.